it's not customer development interviews until one of them becomes a customer. Otherwise, it's just, I don't know, a university research project.
Yeah, it's like good feedback though. Like not to say that that's not important because it is.
Mhm. So, how many of these interviews did you do?
I did about 50.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You got to do a lot because some feedback is good feedback and some feedback is like bad feedback. We
Mhm.
had this one guy who was like, "We want your software, but we want you to make a forum." And I was like, "You want me to make a Reddit inside of the software?" And I was like, "I don't think I can do that." It's like a whole different product and it already exists since there's good feedback and bad feedback.
Mhm. You gotta love those like crazy folks that are like, if you just did this and then like that, and then make it work for left-handed people only. And you're like, why?
I was like, I might be able to do that, but I need to be a profitable business before I can
Mhm.
start adding those things, especially in the beginning. So,
And with 50 interviews, that's quite a bit to sort through. So how did you keep track of what you were learning and what in the insights that you were seeing and sort through it all?
yeah. So they had a platform that helps organize data for you,
Mhm.
but other than that, like a really big part is segmentation. So being able to group the people that you're talking to into different bubbles, whether that be like, I don't know, size of business that they're running or age group or there's different demographic bubbles. So you have a better idea of exactly what you think they're going to say, or you have a better idea of what resonates with them to a degree. You don't want to be like saying completely different things to different people, but you also want to say things in a way that makes sense to them. I talk to a lot of people who are very non-technical, who are very intimidated by softwares. And so you don't want to be like, hey, you're going into this software, here's the CRM, and here are all these jargon words, because that's not a good way to go into anything.
Mhm. And so you interviewed 50 folks, you had all the data put into the one place. What was the initial insight? Not insight. What was the initial kind of signs of life where you were first starting to say, hey, there's a pattern here? What did that look like to you? What did it feel like?
You mean signs of life as in you're like, I think this is viable?
Mhm.
Okay, before we quit our full-time jobs, we we went to a few shows. So there's a lot of you can do as much as you want on your computer, but there's a lot of like trade shows or extension shows or like anything in like lawn care landscaping and meeting a few of these people and asking what are your biggest problems, what are your biggest pain points, and if you had something that would do this, would you try it, would you at least try it? And hearing a yes was really affirming even before we really had our software, even before we had an MVP or knew all the features we were going to put or have the flow because our software is pretty involved because we have a CRM for them. We have estimating and job costing, scheduling, and then invoicing. So like the whole flow for them